All right.
I don't know what that roll is, but I don't like it. I now have more vehicles to add to the Maki. Yay, cars!
Things you never want to see or hear the GM do. Randomly throw dice as you're just talking. Then I'm pausing like, what's your passive perception again? 15. Okay, you don't say anything.
Or the one we learned from David. I need more dice. Yes. That was great.
or the most classic one. What's your lineup again?
What's the marching order?
Okay. Okay. Over the intercom. Over the intercom, you will hear. He was like, "All right, chaps." I'll say, "All right, chaps. We're going." It was like, "We're going to we have." I'll say, "We have another incoming present for you." He was like, "Pip pip." You will hear the whistling sound of what sounds like the familiar whistling sound of whatever sort of incoming bomb is flying through the air. You guys catch it in your sights. Does not seem to be heading towards you.
Oh, good.
Skims past. I'll say sails past you guys. Sails past his daughter. Flies off into the woods, roughly about 8 to 10 meters back behind you, where you came from, Jay. You will hear an explosion and a scream.
Sure, it's fine. Totally good. This is fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
I'm too young to have PTSD.
You will hear a scream. You will hear a scream, and seems to be a bit silent coming from over there.
Oh no, they've been PG-13'd. Oh no.
Zed looks off that way. Jay will probably hear him say, "Rip." Rip whoever that was.
You're going to hear Lady Silvestri. No fair, Dad. That was mine. I was gonna get to him later. Sorry. I'm just trying to shoot everyone who isn't me. By the way, how is Bidoof doing out there? Doof. Are you okay? Doof. No one's hurt you? Doof. Good boy.
I know
Jay.
there's all this craziness going on, but I am really enjoying the giant Badoofs.
I'm glad. I'm about to say, oh, maybe he could be a companion. Bring him with you. Too large to fit in a Pokeball.
Yeah, that's what the heavy ball's for.
I'll say, don't you know? Don't you remember season 1? You're gonna need a giant stone Pokeball and a giant stone key to open it with. Where a giant Bidoof has to fight its evil counterpart, which I know Alakazam and Gengar, but I don't know who the opposite of Bidoof is.
Slowbro.
There we go. I'll say giant Bidoof versus giant Slowbro. Oh wait, say it has giant Bidoof versus giant Slowpoke.
Yeah.
The derpiest fight of all time.
Now, if you truly want an unimpressive fight, a Bidoof versus a Snorlax.
I'll say, pardon the pun, but everybody be sleeping on Snorlax. All right, Jay and Sid.
Okay, time to haul me some ass. Let's see, I will take the disengage. And since all the people who want my ass are that direction, I'm going to go this direction. That's 7.
Okay.
Let's see. Harold is too far away to order, so he's just going to be doing his running away like I told him to. Gonna order toss Fringilla as I'm running. You know, Fringilla, she's threatening the hive. Protect me. Use Gust.
Who are you using that at?
The poor girl who's dumb enough to be flying around on a jetpack.
Oh, okay.
Because Gust may or may not be more effective against her since she's technically flying, but I think it's referring to the actual move type, move fly, not the. If the target is airborne as a result of fly or sky drop, I don't think her jetpack counts as fly or sky drop. So.
She's just airborne.
Well, wind currents.
If you throw rocks at her, if you throw rocks at her, if you have a rock type move or something like that, then yeah, that'd be kind of worthwhile.
Well, I mean, it'll still knock her around a bit.
Or lightning.
And this is Pokemon. She could get Team Rocketed by that move.
Okay. You managed to get away from Thievul as he just kind of looks around, like, seems to be a little like curious as to where to go. Sid. And while he's doing that,
okay. Ran off that way. Okay. Sid will stealth. Where's my dice?
You just kind of ran off. You're not like stealthing or anything, correct?
Who, Jay?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jay is just running.
Oh, okay.
There's no point in me rolling 1d of stealth.
Oh, right, that was the other character.
Yeah, the other characters are stealthy. Jay is not. Jay had no reason to be super stealthy, unlike the resistance fighter or the rogue.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Lady Silvestri.
Yeah, so that, and then I'll wait until I right have sets the traditional. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Overland 6. You will stealthily follow after, like, as you can, rushing after Jay. And I will also, like, quietly try to toss, like, an antidote his way for the poison.
That's right, he was poisoned. I forgot.
I was. Yes. Thank you for reminding me. I forgot to take my tick.
He coughs up purple.
Was the crystal Pokeball ever retrieved?
Yeah, I've done it.
Oh.
That's I would have done it myself, but was busy disengaging.
Okay. So that's Sid. And Miranda took her turn. As Lady Silvestri watches you guys run off. She's going to... I must say, she's going to look down at the evil. He's like, you let them get away. And he's just going to like, And she's like, dah! She's going to look around, look at the tank, look at the tank, look at the hiker.
Look at your tank. Now back to me. Now look at your tank. Now on a rapid dash.
This is all your fault. She'll point down towards the hiker.
Yes.
I suppose that's one interpretation.
She was like, if you weren't so slow, you could have. She was like, if you weren't so slow, you could have hit him over the back of the head with a shovel and taken it from him. And he's gonna be like, whoa, whoa, whoa! What kind of competition is this? It was like the kind of competition where you amuse me. And I'll say he's like, I don't think I signed up for this. You signed up for this. I am Lady Delilah, and I will end you.
Jay just looks at the camera. For kids.
Actually, wait.
Casual child abuse.
No. I think it's just like this. I'll destroy you. Thank you, Hero Yui.
Since David is the only person who is within range to see this, because everyone else is just kind of running off in the woods and in the tree line.
Where there's
David.
cover.
Yeah, David will. On your view screen, I assume that you're looking at her. You will see her pull out this black and silver Pokeball and load it into the gun and point it down towards the hiker. You will see a skull and crossbones on it.
Oh, I'm sure that bodes well.
Okay. I don't recall whether it was for this turn or not, but I think I had a readied counterfire at one point. I don't know whether it was for last time or just sometime earlier, though.
I believe that was last time, and you shot at her.
Okay. Okay, so that's not available anymore. Okay. Good to note.
Internally, a character's like, "Run away, fat man! Run away!"
You can do it.
Let's see. Let's see if PTU is actually working this go around. Press the button.
Hey, it rolled a 5.
Okay. He does manage. She fires this Pokeball down towards him. He dives on the ground. David, David, based on the other bombs that she's been kind of throwing, you were expecting something that looked kind of like that, something that either looked like a gas bomb, or you were expecting something that looked like a gas bomb, or something that looked like, the other explosions you've seen. This one actually looks like a legitimate explosion.
Okay.
The tree that he was standing next to is kind of just on fire and just kind of fell over. You'll hear over the intercom, "Honey, what are you doing?" It was like, I'm trying out the new toys, Dad. That was not supposed to be used like that. That's supposed to be for intruders.
Well, at least they have some standards.
Like, that's supposed to be for intruders. They're intruding on my fun. It's only fun when I win.
What? There is logic in what she says.
All right. She's going to say, "I'm going to deal with you later." She's going to look around. Let's see. Group 1. Stay with Group 2. Go after Group 3. She has no clue what Miranda is, so there's no Group 4. Okay, 1d3. All right. Tristan Gregg, Group 1. David and the Hiker, Group 2. Harold, Group 3. David and the Hiker, you guys are the targets.
Okay, that does not appear to be our turn.
The doof! Use tackle!
Oh no.
On the Hiker!
Oh. Oh no!
Sucks to be him.
You're like, whoo! Wait, oh no! Like, oh yay! Oh no!
Pull Krillin. Oh yeah! Oh no! Oh yeah!
See, he is unconscious. The mom, who you guys are running directly past. You'll see her kind of wave at you, and it was like, "Oh, hi, sweethearts. How are you doing? Are you?" It was like you all look like you're having a blast. And I'll say, have you been collecting? And I'll say, have you been collecting items like good boys?
Trying to.
Oh, she was like splendid. It's so much better when everyone collects, when people actually go out and collect the items instead of cowering in corners. It was like, I like your can-do attitude.
Can Badoo.
Oh my god, that thing.
Let's see. You're being rather polite, aren't you, Jay?
Yeah.
Okay. Sid, are you being polite or are you looking frightened?
Wasn't he being stealthy?
Does she see me?
Oh, that's a good question. Let me check. I'll say, that's right, you are stealthy. You are a stealthy bugger. Hold up.
That's yeah, she got beaten 18.
I'll say, probably not unless she rolls all sixes. 18 is the maximum.
Close.
Yeah.
Keeping quiet. Keeping quiet.
No, she does not notice
quiet.
you. So never mind. Jay, I'll say Jay. She'll look at you and she was like, She'll look you up and down. You seem like you're. He was like, you seem like you're trying your hardest. And my daughter doesn't seem to be actively trying to blow you up. Although she does not seem to have taken to that green-haired fellow that much. I hope that wasn't your friend.
Because I'm in her tank.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Oh. Well, I'll say, those two things you can do. You can either hurry up and win, and you'll save his life, or you can go back and save his life.
Well, he's got a tank. I'm pretty sure he can hold his own long enough for me to get the last one.
She'll just kind of look at you with kind of like this straight face and like, oh, I scurry on.
Just give her a little faux salute, and I will happily scurry on my turn.
She is. I'm gonna say while you're doing that, she's gonna be like, oh, she's gonna look over at the tank and she's going to roll a poke bomb, towards the tank.
He'll be fine.
Okay, was dodge for the tank my own dodge again?
I believe so, yeah.
Yes.
Is this what kind of evasion is this?
This would be special.
Joke's on you. I have an evasion of 3.
Remember, it's
awesome.
Plus.
That's why I said 3.
Okay.
All right. So, all right, that's already factored into this. She will roll this. She will roll this bomb, attempting to roll it underneath the tank. I'll say, as Sid, you will see this bomb roll. I'll say roll underneath the tank, and you will hear this explosion underneath the tank that rocks it.
Ah.
All right, we roll.
Sorry, hold on. Lip flaps. Wah!
Wow, baby.
Wow.
All right.
Okay. let's see, if I remember correctly, the tank gives a damage resistance of 10.
Yes. And you are allowed to split the damage between you and Alma if you like.
I can do that.
Keep in mind, if you don't split it, you're gonna be an unconscious person manning a tank. Then you're gonna have to leave the tank in Alma's hands. I don't know if you want to do that.
I totally trust. She has the helmet. Of course, I trust her.
Half the time she's better at stuff than he is anyway.
Huh. It will not let me manipulate my HP value that way. Fine, I will manipulate it manually directly from the sheet.
Don't we have cell phones?
Can I have what now?
And all that?
Right, he's asking.
Don't we? Yeah, don't we all have like cell phones and all that?
Oh yeah, but the Pokédex acts as a cell phone.
My Pokédex actually is the phone.
Yeah, very quietly. Sid sees the tank and the kid head is like, Aussie the green hair, are you okay?
As the Jodo theme turns on his phone, goes on his phone. Oh, I'm just a little shaken up. This the armor on this tank is really good. You guys should get in here.
Rather not. You're kind of surrounded by 3 different tangos. I don't like that dance.
Yeah, the Bidoof makes me nervous.
Good luck.
She makes me nervous too. Thanks for the luck. I'll need it for this. As you'll hear, like cranking noises as he's repositioning the cannon. What? And I've loaded it with another one of my Pokeballs. Brian.
Yes.
I would like to cold shot her jetpack with
Nice.
the Pokeball cannon.
Go for it.
What's the AC on this cannon?
I believe you've used it before. I believe it was 5.
Okay, well, I'll go with 5. I knew it had some kind of AC. I just wasn't remembering.
Oh wait, so it was either all of their weapons have 5. Let me scroll up and see because I know you've used it already. Used the cannon several times. Oh yeah, sorry, no. Okay, yeah. The AC is 5.
5? Okay.
Yeah, all of their guns, even the guns they're using, have an AC of 5.
Okay, let's see how this goes. Click it into place. Slam the firing button. Oh. And I'm snailed, so I'm at half move because of the tread. Shoot. I'm running out of Pokeballs. What else can I put in here? I know what I can put in here. And for next turn, I will... No, not that. Nope. I will put in... a bottle of Super Soda Pop.
Oh, okay.
Alma, do you see anything good from up there?
She's looking around, Bidoof, looking at Thievel, looking at this woman like reloading her grenade launcher, looking at the hiker, kind of looking scared out of his wits.
Hmm. Uh, Alma, if you could keep your eyes on the flying woman, maybe throw whatever she launches back at her.
And I'll say, Almo kind of look a little worried, but then like probably do that.
Give her a thumbs up, and that'll be my turn.
All right, the hiker. Realizing that things are getting a bit too hairy, is going to run. All right. So hiker is running, trying to get away from this because things got too real. She's unconscious.
You don't know real until you're in a bee cave.
All right, the Pokemon. You said you threw out Fringilla?
Yeah, I threw Fringilla towards the what's her face, the jetpack girl.
Okay, I didn't see her on the map.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Okay. Let's see, I'm just going to go in the order. Thievel's going to look around, either chase you or let's say chase you, or one of your Pokemon went running. Harold went running with the other one, but you disguised that one, correct?
No, Harold obviously has the ball. The one that's disguised as the. No, I think I did switch to do out for the crystal because he had to steal it. Yeah.
Okay. In which case.
So yeah, Harold's carrying to do.
All right. So. Fuck it. Fuck, it's going at the Herald.
Okay.
It's like one of you has something.
Harold can defend himself. Assuming Harold gets a turn to continue running.
Yeah. He will. Let's see. I will let say. Cool. Harold, Harold, then Harold, then Fringilla, then Harold, Fringilla, and then Bidoof.
Okay. Harold currently has a move of 9. And he can see Doofus coming. However, all he's allowed to do without orders, I believe, is struggle.
Unless you're gonna run back and start fighting them.
Well, he's got orders to run, so. And then another half would be +4. so he'd be right about there. Because he took the
That's
dash
little
action.
pup.
Well, dash, so he gets times 1.5. Okay, and Frangilla is gonna gust a bitch.
Okay.
I don't know if that's enough to Team Rocket her or not, but it makes me feel good.
She will get hit by this and go spinning around in a circle like ah. She was like ah. Wait, she was like wait. Since when can you use Pokemon? And I was saying, then over the intercom, it was like they could always use Pokemon. We're using Pokemon. That's not fair, Dad. Why are you letting them have a chance? I thought it was supposed to be fair, but for us. And she was like, God, if I had known that, I would have brought my Pokemon here.
Fairer.
It was like instead we only have the gardening Pokemon out here.
The Bidoof's enough. You don't need any more. They could totally just lie down on the tank.
Must say,
Check 1, 2.
yes.
Close.
Must say, the Doof. Turning to look towards the hiker. Doof, 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 doof. Doof attempts. Jay and Sid, you see this Bidoof knocking over trees as it attempts to use tackle on this hapless hiker that is behind you, and you kind of just see him. You just kind of see him like fall on the ground as this Bidoof just barrels over top of him.
Ooh, nasty.
It's gonna hurt in the morning.
Well, he missed, but he just kind of like goes flat on the ground, like he's trying to avoid like getting ran over by a train, and Bidoof basically just like runs like over him, missing him completely, just like knocking over all the like landscape around you. Despite doing this, it is adorable as fuck as it wags its little tail.
Doof.
Jay.
Okay. I will take the tossed antidote to unpoison myself.
Ninja tools.
Go ninja, go ninja, go.
Hey lady, can I talk to you about an artifact item thingy that gets us not killed if we have them?
You have them? Oh, well, that's she's like, sorry, I'm kind of busy running for my life.
I'm running for my life too. That's why I figured we could run and talk.
I didn't know that I was your life.
No, not getting bombed is my life. I've got 4. Sooner I get 5, they stop bombing us.
Oh, well, I'll say if that's the case, then maybe you should just hand them over to me, and that way you'll stop getting attacked.
Yeah, no.
I'll say don't worry. I'll say don't worry. As the adult, I'll protect you.
That's awfully sweet of you, but since I put in more work here, apparently, since I got more of them, shouldn't you be handing them to me?
I'll say, sir, just because you work hard doesn't mean I'm going to hand over the goods to you.
I'm pretty sure you're a gym leader, right? That's exactly how gyms work.
I'll say, she was like, I'm a trainer. She was like, I'm a trainer-ish, just like you.
Ah, see, joke's on you. I'm not a trainer. I'm a ranger.
No, I think that's what she was getting at. Because you're an ish.
I'll say,
no, he has no illusions about being a trainer. He's like, no.
It was like, well then, I commend you for using your Pokemon in such a crafty way. I commend you for using your Pokemon in such a crafty way, and for obtaining everything that you've got. But she was like, if you were a trainer, I might have actually, I was actually thinking about cooperating. But since you're a ranger, then I know that you're not, I know that you don't like taking things the easy way.
What part about this has been easy?
And she was like, yeah. She was like, and as a ranger, that means that you're used to difficult jobs.
Yeah, again, it's been difficult up to this point, Fine. I guess I'll just mug you like like you seem to want.
I don't want you to mug me. I'm like, that's terrible. That is very unranger-like conduct.
I agree. I tried saying please. Not sure, aside from, taking it off your person, I'm not sure what else we got.
You could just let me say. She was like, well, when you catch up to me, we'll see what we can work out.
I can live with that.
She was like, preferably with no Pokemon.
Depending on what you have in mind, that could go very badly for me. I'll say she was like, I'd rather not engage in a Pokemon battle. She was like, I'd rather not engage in a Pokemon battle for the items. Especially since my Pokemon are in this society without Pokemon battles. I was pretty sure that's the only thing we knew how to do.
It's like we do, but my Pokemon are not exactly the Pokemon I have on me are not exactly, best suited for this environment. And she'd be like, I'd be at a significant disadvantage. They can't move as well in the woods. Sid, what will you be doing?
Running, and keeping up with Jay, listening to this conversation.
Well, I mean, Sid's good at stealth. Stealth is also the pickpocket skill, so maybe he can do something.
Hypothetically.
Okay.
Yeah, because he does have thief. And just catching up with her is the problem.
Actually, you know what? Running is times half, right? So
Yeah, so times 1.5.
So it'd be 3. Oh. Catch up with Jay.
Okay. Let's see. All right. She's going to head over, let's say, over here, then down 3, over 1, down 1, here, right there. Okay. Cool. All right. Lady Silvestri, having been attacked by this Fringilla, now has a new target. She's gonna be like, "How dare you!" This will not abide. She was like, "Mommy." He was like, "Yes, sweetheart. Can I use it?" It's so crass. Why would you want to? Can I use it? Fine. Yay! I'm gonna say, let's see. Everyone make me a perception roll.
Okay.
Okay. Mantis. Okay. Fringilla, Lattice, Herald. Oh, I said, sorry. Fringilla, Alma, Herald, Jay. There will be a action. Yeah, there will be this. There's a lot of explosions and everything going on around you. There are a couple of things that you don't fully. I'll say there's a couple of things that Dudu, I'm gonna say Dudu and Sid and Lattice do not pick up on. One of those things is that several of the trees, I'm gonna say Alma picks up on it because you remember saying that some of these trees seem to be hollow or fake trees. You see something. I'll say for the people who beat a 10, you notice that some of these trees seem to split. And I'll say some of these trees seem to kind of you see like this seam go down the middle of them, and you'll see them kind of slide. You'll see like some trees off in parts of the map just kind of slide apart. At the last moment, I'm gonna say for you people, you'll actually see these trees split apart. You'll see some holes in the ground from where the trees split apart. For everyone else, you will hear a rumbling coming from underground.
Oh, fun.
There is a rumbling coming from underground. For everyone who beat a 10, you notice this before everyone else. Everyone else is kind of caught off guard by this. You will see several missiles launch out of the ground. As Lady Silvestri starts laughing maniacally after like pressing a couple seems to be frantically pressing buttons on her cell phone. As you see multiple missiles go flying off into the air and then go spiraling from what appear to be out of control at random people.
Q, 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 Q.
This is like that one game I played. Hold on.
As these missiles go flying towards people, the heads of them open up, showering down projectiles at people, which does not look like it's actually going to hit anyone. Because I believe everyone has at least 2 defense.
Yeah. Considering it's speed plus whatever, yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone has more than 2.
All right. Everyone seems to easily take cover, but seem relatively disturbed by what just happened. It's like, oh my god. After the dust settles, she was like, everyone's still down there?
Yep.
Dang it! Unconscious. She agreed to let you go. Bidoof is kind of blocking the way. She can't exactly ride her motorcycle through the grass. She doesn't have the arm strength to throw past Bidoof. Okay. Fuck it. She's just gonna go back. Let's go around them. All right. She'll look over, see Miranda, and she was like, "Oh, hello, little." He was like, "Hello, little lady," and she was like, "Oh, hi, ma'am. How are you?" "I'm doing just fine." As she pulls like a grenade out of her off her bandolier, and she was like, "Are you having fun today?" And she was like, "Oh yes, it was like it's been quite the interesting day." She was like, "It's been quite the interesting day. It was like a lot of things I'm not used to." He was like particularly getting chased by the authorities. That normally doesn't happen to me. She was like, normally I'm not getting chased by the authorities, and when I do get chased by the authorities, they're normally not that handsome. And she was like, oh, she was like, did you do something wrong? She was like, no, apparently I have something he wants. And she's like, oh, isn't that always the case?
Not like
and
that.
I'll say she's like, well, she was like, well, since he was such a nice young man, and since I don't exactly know you, I'm going to take this grenade and I'm going to throw it at you, if that's okay. And she was like, that's not okay. He was like, that's not okay. I prefer if you didn't do it. Well, I prefer if I did. She's going to throw a grenade at her. Watch, this will be one of the first times Pokebomb hits. Man, that shit looks like cocked a bit. Doesn't even? It looks like it could easily be 5 or 18. Whatever. So -5. All right. She will throw. She will roll the bomb towards her. The bomb will. She'll roll the bomb towards her. It will go towards. It will go towards Miranda. She'll look down and be like, "Oh no." And she will jump out of the way. Unfortunately, comedically exploding her through the air, as you will hear another thunk next to you, Jay.
Cool.
Is that Jay's way of just being like, oh, shit.
Something to that effect.
All right. Let's see. All right. She will land next to you, Jay, and it'll be like, I don't want to play anymore, mommy.
Cool. They forfeit. We win.
I don't. It just means you have less people to tangle with.
I don't think that's Miranda. I don't think that was Miranda, mate.
Shh.
You do see something shiny in her hands, though. If you want to make a perception check to be able to tell.
Sure. Perception. Not bad for this game.
Okay. Both of you can tell it's some sort of healing. It's some sort of healing item that appear to be attached to a broken string. It has a broken string around it. You're close enough, you can tell. It appears to be a full restore.
No heals for you.
Well, she's unconscious. I was like, apparently, I'm about to say, from what you can tell, she picked it up. It seemed to be attached to something, and whatever it was attached to obviously triggered a trap, and that is probably the reason why she's unconscious right now. But she's still holding on to it. All right, Lattice.
Okay.
She was going to try to use it, and then unlucky. I'm about to say, then like unlucky rolls resulted in her getting blown up and knocked unconscious before she could.
Unfortunately, my luck is about to change for the better. Okay. 42, Mark 53, as he cranks as he's giving instructions to himself to crank the aiming apparatus. Ready to fire, sir. Okay. I'm going to try to shoot a bottle of Super Pop at her pack. I'm hoping it will gunk up the works. Or get her caffeinated. Either way. Boom! Oh, that's worse than last time.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, actually,
I feel bad because I'm like, man, I feel bad because I'm like, I gave this guy a tank, and then just like, ah, fuck, and it crit failed. Fuck. Okay. The cannon, I'm gonna say the cannon sputter. I'm gonna say the cannon kind of sputters and makes this terrible grinding noise of like a can stuck inside of the gun. I'm gonna say stuck inside the barrel. You press the button, and this Mountain Dew like fizz just kind of comes out the barrel. Well, it comes out the like kind of drips out the barrel of it.
Wait, I know what I can do. It's on tap!
Okay. I'm gonna say there is a result that will. I'm gonna say you are getting a warning from. I'm gonna say you are getting a warning from the. I'm gonna say from the gun. I'm gonna say from the tank on the screen. Effectively, one of two things will happen the next time you. One of the two things will happen the next time you fire this. Either when you fire next time you fire the gun, you will either A, do double damage, or B, the damage that you would have caused will be caused to you guys.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So it's either double damage to her or double damage to you.
Well, I mean, my hit rolls are being a mess, so I gotta have luck in other areas, right?
All right, the hiker. Continues to try to run, and since he has nothing better to do, he's going to attempt to dash.
Quickly pull up into a bowl and dash.
Unconscious. Okay, and okay, this gentleman doing the usual. Plus, no, 1d20 minus 5. Let's see. 1d6. Sure. Okay. Wow. Sorry, Miranda. All right. I say he was like I hear you over here, and he was like I hear somebody over here in the brush. He's like I don't know who you are, but I'm going to throw something at you now. Huzzah! A grenade is tossed at Miranda.
Yes. Do it.
There's an explosion. It misses by 1. And she's like, ah! I completely forgot about the Pokemon. I apologize.
Okay.
Derp. Harold. What is Harold doing? He was told to run.
He
He's
is
gonna
still
keep running.
running.
Okay. Move him where you wish.
Run, 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 run. Run, run. Run, run. Run so far away. And Frangilla. Continue to blow
Right.
this bitch.
Okay, she takes another. She takes another hit, and is like, Dad. She looks all sorts of roughed up right now. It's like, stop doing that.
Sucks when they fight back.
This isn't fair. I've only got I've only got military grade artillery, and you've got Pokemon. This isn't fair. Nobody told you to bring Pokemon to a battle where we had grenade launchers and space lasers and ballistic intercontinental missiles. If Daddy wasn't running this, I'd say you were cheating.
I'm just gonna take a moment to consider exactly how stupid that all sounds, and
Let's see. Bidoof. Continuing its chase. Doof. Jay, behind you, you will hear Bidoof storming through the woods. You'll see the hiker like running behind you. He's like, wait up for me, wait up for Doof. Ah! I'll say, you will see him get hit by a tackle the likes of which you have not seen before.
Smitier than before.
I'll say this guy. I'll say, as you see the hiker get hit and go flying through the air, you see him fly off into the distance and sparkle. They'll turn around and look at Lady Sylvester and like, doof. It's like, good job, Badoof. It was like, she'll be like, it was like, good job, Badoof. It was like, you're 1 in a million. Let's see. If I remember correctly, let's see. Thievel has, for all intents and purposes, lost track of Harold. Can't fight a tank. Could attempt to engage Fringilla. Doesn't care enough. I'll say, let's see, low it reluctantly helps Lady Sylvestri. High it goes back to the master of the household. Yep. I'll say, Lady Sylvestri was like, Thievel, come over here and help me with the interlopers. Thievel will look at her. It will give like a generous butler bow and then just run off. And she was like, you thieving traitor.
It's in the name.
Like, how dare you? Leaving me to be assaulted on my own property. Jay, it is your turn.
Cool. I'll just point to the corpse and make a pickup gesture as I'm running by, because I don't know where Sid is, but I know he's around.
It's like right behind you, breathing on your neck.
And I will continue chasing the person who's got the last item.
Correct.
As you approach, you see a bunch of smoke, and you see a lot of smoke and 2 craters.
You okay?
It was like, I'm fine. She was like, I'm fine. There's a lot going on around me, and she was like, there's a lot going on around me, and it doesn't. It was like, there's a lot going on around me. Not exactly a fan of this. I'm not exactly the physical type.
Well, I can make it stop, but you have to hand over the item.
You could make it stop. You could hand me the items.
I could, but I'm not the one getting bombed.
Well, if you're near me, you could be.
Yeah, but you seem faster than me, so that seems unlikely.
Am I faster than you? Or did I just choose to start running sooner than you?
Same difference.
Look, just give me the items. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with a shiny crystal Pokeball anyway? Aren't rangers like homeless?
No more homeless than trainers. And I can't
See,
answer that
exactly.
until I know what it does.
See, I'm about to say you already admitted you're not a trainer. What would you need for What would you need with a Pokeball for?
From what you said, I'm as much of a trainer as you are.
Exactly. I don't catch Pokemon anymore. I've got my whole team.
Then why the hell do you need it?
It's pretty. And I don't have one.
There are like a gajillion prizes in theory attached to this thing. I will happily sacrifice the ball, in exchange for for some of the other prizes. So you get the ball, I get one of the other prizes. We've heard
She's
4 or
like
5 different prizes for this thing at this point.
I'll say she's like, really?
Well, it was one person was saying money, one person was saying food. There was the crystal ball.
She's like, roll persuasion or charm.
It's like, I will happily split the pot here. I just, we all want the bombing to stop. For both our sake, the Pokemon's sake, and that poor hiker's sake, and whoever else is still running around out here. Okay. Ah. Yeah, this is going to work. This is going to be real good. Better than I thought. I'm good at talking to Pokemon.
She's
good at talking to people.
I'll say she's going to look at you with a smirk and be like, give me a moment.
Sure, take
It's
all
like,
the time you need. Boom.
Just like non-flashbacks going all around you.
Charlie's in the bushes. Charlie's in the bushes.
Speaking of being in the bushes, Sid, there's a Bidoof chasing after you.
We'll just keep reenacting the opening of Saving Private Sneevil.
Or at least it looks like it's chasing behind you because it is running behind you.
Well.
So you look back through the tree lines and you see these beady dark eyes with this goofy grin and these giant teeth that could easily chew through a tree coming behind you. Not exactly sure if they're chasing you or not.
Well, if that's the case, I'm going to take him away from Jay. But first... Yoink. 3, 6. Running back here, stealthing, hippity hoppity, but smell my property. Running. And that'll be my turn.
Right, so you're running back over towards the mansion.
Yep, and trying to get a better stealth.
Okay.
And also, if it is chasing me, take it away from Jay. Yeah.
Take it away,
Okay.
take it away.
Run
Alright,
run away.
Okay, as you are running by, you snatch this full restore off of this unconscious lady who's kind of like half buried in the ground from the impact, with just kind of like legs sticking out of the ground. All right. I'm gonna say, which case, I'm gonna say she's going to look at you, Jay, like, gonna run over to you, just kind of look you up and down, and she was like, and she's going to reach into her pocket, and pull out a little container that appears to be like a personalized like little box of hers, about the size of like a makeup kit or like a makeup kit carrier. And she's gonna be like she was like Scout's honor.
Scouts, trainers, rangers, whatever honor you'll take in this.
I say she's gonna be like, she was like, sweet. She was like, let's do a trade. She was like, let's do a trade. I would like one thing. She was like, I would like one thing from you in that stoic little face of yours.
And that is?
She's gonna hold her arms out and with this big goofy grin on her face.
You're gonna have to be more specific.
She's making like a give me a hug motion.
Well, that's what it looked like. That's why the character's like, you want a hug?
Of course I do. It was like you look stressed out and stoic and like.
And you're not gonna steal all the items off me when I give you the hug.
She's gonna be like, she like scout. She was like scout / gym leader / whatever I am's honor.
Works for me. You have to wait till my turn though.
I'll say, well, she's just. I'm about to say, if you agree to it, she's just going to hug you.
Okay.
And
I agree with David. It's probably a trap, but...
I'm about to say, you can hug as a free action.
It's totally a trap.
Okay. I'm about to say she's going to hug you, and then she's going to kind of put her hand around like the back of your head, and you will feel something heavy on the back of your headband, and she's going to kind of back away from. She's going to kind of finish the hug and back away, and she was like, I guess congratulations are in order. Reach back there, and I'm gonna say, if you reach back there, it will be the box that she just had.
I will hold
and inside is the last item.
Okay, you can stop bombing us. We got them all.
I'm gonna say the mother's going to be like, oh really? She was like, oh really? Congratulations. Off in the distance, Jay, you will hear no.
Sorry, lady, you need more bass. It's more of a no.
I'm gonna say from the mansion, you'll hear bully. It was like the winners are that guy. I don't think he registered, but he's still conscious.
Thank you.
It was like, okay, I don't remember what your name is, but the winner is Blue Angry Kid. Yay! It was like Blue Angry Kid who was hanging out with the Tank Thief and the Australian Ninja. That was your team, correct?
Yeah. Not sure I got the distinction of Angry Kid, but yeah.
I think it's that face. Just that's
more of a smirk, yeah.
I forgot I had to zoom in on that to see, because I'm like, unless you like super zoom in, it just kind of looks like you're Sasuke for a minute.
I will admit there is a certain Sasuke-esque appearance to him.
I was like, I had to super zoom in. I was like, wait. Oh wait, yeah, you're right. Never mind. It was like, okay, never mind. I take it back. The kid with the smarmy look on his face.
There you go.
The Tank Thief and the Australian Ninja have won the tournament. Have won the tournament. I'm gonna say Miranda will look at you. Was like, I knew you could do it. The look on her, I'm gonna say the look on her face kind of looks like she might mean that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I muted myself. I'm so sorry.
David, the tank will shut off.
Looks at the soda foaming and leaking through. Just leave that right there. I'll pop my head up out of the tank, with like almost standing on top of his head as he just like sends it. So it's safe.
As safe as it gets around here.
You are looking up in the air. She is like throwing the biggest temper tantrum in the sky above you. She's just like throwing her gun down towards the ground. It slams into the ground and breaks in half. And she's just like throwing the grenades in just random directions, just throwing like a hissy fit.
This is the way.
Don't get back.
I'm about to say, she is going to. The father over the intercom is going to be like, now everyone who is still conscious or legs still work. If you can make your way over to the make your way back to the mansion. If you look down, you will see glowing lights directing you back towards the mansion. You will actually look on the ground. Surprisingly, some of the great blades of grass start glowing red, giving some sort of pathway direction to lead back towards the mansion.
Wow. Okay, that's pretty cool.
I'm going to take the scenic route so I can use my aura between my Pokemon and my aura senses. We can try and find the other trainers and at least, get a potion and some bandages on them.
Okay. You do not, despite looking around, you do not see the hiker anywhere.
He doesn't
you
show
do
up
find
on the aura
everyone
senses
else.
Or anything?
Wherever he is not on the property.
Okay. Please make sure everybody else hobbles back.
You did find the rest of you did find everyone else. This gentleman sitting at the table has been, you come back, he is eating potato wedges. He's like, oh, you guys won. Congratulations.
And then he's here with the food.
Yep.
Damn, he was. He's gonna look. He was like, man, you guys look terrible.
Been better.
He was like, oh, at least you look like you had fun.
Did we have fun? I close my eyes and I hear things in the forest.
There was fun in there. It wasn't all fun, but there was fun in there.
In the background, I'll be struggling with Alma trying to remove her tank commander helmet.
See, Miranda's going to walk by. Pat you all on the back. Giant Bidoof will come over. Eagerly awaiting the award ceremony. You will hear sputtering, damaged jetpack noises as like with this wind damaged Lady Silvestri flying over. It was as he's like, as the winners of this tournament, I now bequeath upon you, Daddy. She's just gonna kind of like come over and land. like covered in like leaves and debris and like scuff marks and stuff. This did not go the way that I wanted it to, Daddy. He was like, I don't know what you're talking about, but your mother and I had had quite the blast. Oh, yes, we did, honey. We had quite a good time. You didn't have a good time, honey. No, I didn't. I lost. It is not fun to lose. He was like, now, dear, we can't always win at everything. Yes, we can. We're rich. I'm gonna say
Coughs and repressed Australian.
I'm about to say he's like, well, he was like, that's not the way it works, honey. She was like, but I wanted to win. I wanted to keep the crystal Pokeball. Honey, you don't even know what it does. I don't care. I wanted it. It would have made a magnificent paperweight. I wanted. And the father will look over to the butler. He's like, I want it. The butler will kind of just like almost appear to just kind of like blur from the spot that he's at and will appear behind her and like put her in like a full Nelson. And she's like, no, don't do it. Evil will come over and he'll just kind of reach into his collar, pull out some sort of like blue pill and like kind of shove it in her mouth. And she's like, no. And her head will kind of cock to the side a little. And then the butler will let her go. She's going to stand there for about 5 seconds. And she's going to be like, hi, everyone. What are you doing here today? The butler will then just kind of move back over to the door. And he's going to be like, I'll say the father's going to be like, I apologize. Is everyone back ready for the ceremony?
Yes?
Yeah.
Sid will look at Jay and Lattice like with those crazy eyes and be like, as soon as we get what we can, fucking run. And we never come back, right?
If we run, we tip them off. But yes, we walk very determinedly.
Determinedly. Okay, I can deal with that. It's okay, Sid. You've dealt with worse. Come on, Sid. Just gonna hype himself up.
Okay. He is going to award. He was like, what? He was like, well, now. He's gonna look around and be like, well, you brought these guys back. You woke these guys back up, I assume. Someone. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna say this guy is going to kind of be clutching his head. He was like, "Ow!" He was like, "What happened?" And Miranda's gonna be like, "Well, hello there," and he's gonna be like, "You." And he was like, "You." He was like, "You're the one who," and she was like, "Shh, it's okay. We don't talk about that." He was like. He's gonna be kind of looking at Miranda, growling. He was like, "Argh." having found one of the items, but unfortunately having lost one of them in an unforeseen circumstance. He was like unforeseen nothing. Having done that. He was like having found one of the items. He was like having one of the items. You get the minuscule third prize. And he was like, gee, what's it? He was like, gee, what's the minuscule third prize? And he was He's like, gee, what's the minuscule third prize? He was like, gee, he'll look towards the butler and nod. Bidoof will kind of walk over to him. Bidoof will kind of reach inside of his fur and drop out a massive chest. He's like, whoa, oh, okay, the minuscule prize. All right, I'm down with that. He was like, if this is the minuscule prize, he'll open it up. It is 500 Pokeballs.
This is nice.
And he's like, I must say, he's like, are there Pokemon in it? He was like, oh, gosh, no. He was like, I told you it's the minuscule prize. 500. He was like 500 Pokeballs. He's like 500 Pokeballs will put you that much closer to catching them all. I'm about to say, the wife will whisper in his ear. He was like, oh, there's that many now? Oh, oops. Hope you have the budget for at least about 400 more. They're going to. I must say, it's going to like. It was like prize number 2. It was like prize number 2. Given to the person who came in. Given to the person who came in second place. It was like what's your name? It was like she was like, you can call me Miranda. Miranda. It was like Miranda. It was like, please come forward and get your prize. And she'll walk forward, and they'll going to reach is it was like you have a choice. It was like you have a choice of one of two things. And saying, she's like, oh, okay. It was like what is that choice? It was like we can give you this. He's going to be handed a giant, like one of those giant Ed McMahon checks. It was like here is a check. Here is a check for 500,000 Pokebucks. I'm about to say her eyes are gonna go wide and be like, that second prize. It was like or he is going to pull out a wooden box. He is going to pull out a wooden box that is about like 8 by 5 inches, and he was going to open it up. And inside of that box is all 8 gym badges of the Sinnoh region.
We want second prize. The game ends immediately. Well, that's not true. We still have to do the league, don't we?
It was the champion.
It was like
the elites.
He was like, well, I mean, technically the league doesn't start for like a while. Like, you took all the badges and just sit here for a while.
And Lattice really wouldn't do that, because his entire thing is, knowing if he can actually do it.
I'm about to say he will say this collection of badges that I've earned. He was like, this collection of badges that I've earned over the years of being a trainer. I earned them because I was bored. And then I realized after I got all 8 badges that I didn't feel like entering the league. So they've just kind of been collecting dust in my closet.
And we'll kind of like whisper to Jay and Lattice because they know more. Isn't that like stolen valor or something like that?
Not particularly, because there's multiple copies of every badge. It's just lazy.
It's like
he
putting in a
earned
cheat
them.
code.
Yeah, it's like,
it's just more like giving them away. It's like,
well, yeah, I mean, giving them away is kind of cheating because you're supposed to, part of that is proving you're skilled enough to get there in the first place.
Yeah.
I don't know. He'll just shrug.
No, so yeah, he earned them. He's just like, I earned them, and then
whoever
I
takes
away.
them is not earning them.
Yeah. he was like the league is a young man's sport, and I'm too old to be battling with youngsters like you all. It's not that good on my heart. I'd rather do casual sports like this. I'm about to say, she's going to look, and she was like, as tempting as those badges are, I don't believe I need them. I'm about to say, she's going to be like, but a young lady does like the money. She's going to reach over and take the check. You'll see her try to look as ladylike as possible, but you'll see like a little bit of drool dribbling out the side of her mouth as she's holding the check. She'll look at you and she was like, don't worry, I'm aware. She was like, don't worry, I'm aware of our deal. She's going. I'm about to say, while she's just going to kind of like step over here in the corner, put on a pair of glasses, and put on a pair of glasses and like a magnifying glass, and just kind of be examining the check to make sure it's real. It was like, and to our grand prize winner. It was like, and to our grand prize winner. It was like to our grand prize winner. He will take the crystal Pokeball and hold it out to you, Jay. He was like, here you go. It was like the one and only crystal Pokeball.
Thank you. What does it do?
Oh, okay. Well,
does it do anything, or is it just shiny?
That is the funny thing. He's going to kind of smile. He was like, I don't exactly know if it really does it, but I have been told that when we obtained it, that it has the ability. It has the ability to be able to capture any Pokemon that you want.
Oh, all right.
He's gonna kind of look at you, and you're like, he was like, that's it.
Well, I mean, it's very cool.
He's like, oh no. He was like, I don't think you understand. That's not a Master Ball. It allows you to have captured any Pokemon that you want.
Phrasing.
Yes, it transcends the system.
That Pokeball has the ability. As far as I was told, any Pokemon in the Pokédex has been programmed into it. Therefore, it will teleport any Pokemon that you think about hard enough into it.
Oh, holy! Okay, that. Wow.
You only get one though, so you should probably think very hard before you do that. You also have to. It also has to be a Pokemon that there's more than one of.
Sid will be like tapping the fingers like in the timeouts. Like, don't wait, Toma. You mean like magically put it in
No,
there?
No. Any Pokemon that has ever been spotted, apparently, from what I was told by Silphco, it is it's a prototype, and it has been pre-programmed with every single Pokemon that has ever been seen or captured. And what it does is it basically seeks them out and automatically transports them into that ball. it may not be happy that it is now in that ball. So you might want to make sure that you don't go grabbing some. I'm gonna say you can take your chances with a legendary. It's not guaranteed. The more rare it is, then it's not actually as guaranteed that you'll get it. But I'm gonna say so long as there's multiples of it, then you should be able to get whatever you want. We've never actually used it. We didn't really have a need for it. We already have a Bidoof.
Thank you very much.
Miranda's gonna look over at you when she hears that's what the Pokeball does. She was like, "Wait, what?" She's gonna look at the check, look at the Pokeball, look at the check, and comedically in Pokemon fashion, she will suddenly slide in behind you with some screeching noises behind her. It was like, "Jay, you handsome devil."
I remember the deal.
I'm about to say she was like, "You handsome devil." What does a non-trainer like you need with a Pokeball that can capture any Pokemon in existence? Wouldn't a young man like you want like a sports car, or a house, or retirement?
I do believe already agreed to trade prizes. You don't need to butter me up.
she'll be like, she's gonna look at the check and kind of look at the Pokeball too and be like, I kind of want both.
Yeah, I didn't go through all that for nothing.
I'll say she's like, she's gonna look at you, look at the Pokeball.
That's an expensive hobby to support.
Like,
we have a dude who likes to punch Pokemon. That's an expensive hobby to support.
I'll say she's gonna be like,
One or the other. You can't have both. Is it one or the other? You can't have both.
She's going to look at you and kind of look at the check and look at the Pokeball, and she's going to be like, "I have a proposition for you. There is one more." She's going to be like, "There is one more Pokemon that I'm looking." She was like, "There is one more Pokemon I'm looking for to round out my team to get an even 6. I will give you half of this check if you can promise to find a certain Pokemon for me and capture it, and give it to me the next time you see me after you've gotten it."
What are you looking for?
She's going to smile. She's like, "I've always wanted a shiny Dratini."
So I can go scouring the region for a super rare shiny, or I can just honor our original deal.
And you can get half the check, and you can keep that ball. She's gonna look. She was like the three of you travel more than I do, and she was like, you're more likely to come across it than I am.
Well, since I don't normally need Pokeballs, Lattice, do you have need of the Pokeball, or would you rather help with the check?
I'll say she was like it's a team. She was like this was a team effort. It kind of belongs to all of you.
Well, I understand that, but he's the only one of us who actually traditionally catches Pokemon. They usually just follow me home, and Sid usually wants nothing to do with Pokemon.
I would have a use for it, but if you've made some kind of deal already.
Well,
I'll say the deal currently is she gives you the entire 500,000 and she gets the Pokeball, or she gives you 250,000
and we
you
keep
keep the Pokeball, and at some point, if you come across a shiny Dratini,
We
you
fork
catch
it
it
over.
for her.
And since you're the only one
So-
in the party who actually goes around trying to catch Pokemon the old-fashioned way, this is kind of your... This affects you the most.
Do
Not that the rest of us don't have
Do
uses
you
for
want a
the money,
Pokeball
but
that gives you the chance to affect? I'll say, yeah. Do you want to keep a Pokeball that can effectively capture any Pokemon that you want?
Yeah. Again, I could use that.
So you want to
What?
keep the ball and go with the getting the 250,000, then we have to find her a shiny Dratini.
I'm not an expert in. Well, wait, a Dratini is an water type.
Dragon type.
Yeah, it's a dragon type.
It's effectively, hey, while you're on your adventure, since you're traveling all across the island and whatnot.
Keep an eye out for a super rare shiny.
I get that, and that sounds reasonable.
Okay.
If anything, we could see if there are rumors for of like dens of Dratini.
All right. Sounds like you have a deal. You greedy, greedy girl.
She was like, look, the poor life doesn't suit me. It was like I've got to support. She was like, I've got to support what I do for a living.
Find shiny Dratini for was it Miranda?
Yep.
Mhm. She'll smile and she'll kind of like pull all three of you in for like a group huddle, and she was like, I was starting to think that running into you guys by accident, it was kind of becoming a bit of a toll on me, but now I'm starting to see that sporadically running into you guys by fate. Just it does pay. It pays to have friends, and we're all friends, right?
I feel like you're getting the most out of this friendship, but I suppose so.
Friendly.
And she was like, don't worry. Whenever you need me, I will 100% possibly be there.
Those are some pretty good odds.
It's like 50% of the time I'll be there 100% of the time.
Yeah. There's a 100% chance that I'll be there half the time.
Oh, with $83,000, I'm pretty sure we can buy Sid some nice accessories to support his habit of punching Pokemon.
Should be a better way to phrase that.
It's what he does. He
Yeah,
has
but-
fists and he hits the Pokemon in the face.
Well, I guess
yeah,
I'm
but-
one to talk.
Well, yeah, but we could also help get you guys some armor too.
Well, that's
'Cause-
83,000 apiece.
Oh!
Yeah, that's 83,333 for each of us.
Let me add that in. Oh my god.
So that's accessories for us, accessories for you.
Fair enough.
Need to get Alma a fancier book.
Maybe some bicycles so we can travel faster.
Somewhat. No.
Actually, it's like Sid is very much eyeing the tank like, what are the odds you think we could try paying for it or something?
Somehow I don't think Jenny would appreciate us rolling into town in a tank.
Gotta be honest, the player was thinking about, like, if we could just put this tank in a Pokeball.
Well, I mean, you can. That's how the world works.
Are you guys like openly discussing the tank right now? Are you guys openly discussing buying the tank?
Was that a player conversation, or was
Sid was somewhat tampering with it because it's like,
And we
A
just
tank
let
would
us
be
will
nice.
comment. Get about us. I was kind of thinking about it. It was.
I'm about to say,
neat.
I'll say he's going to look at his wife and like, do we need that tank? He was like, do we need that tank? And she was like, I don't think so. She was like, was that the spare tank, or was that our spare tank, or was that the vintage tank?
Guys, we don't need a tank.
You were just talking about needing bikes to travel.
Oh
Why
yes,
not
but
travel?
bikes don't get you in trouble with Officer Jenny.
Well, I mean, if we turn the cannon into like, what do you like? Cherry pop? A cherry pop tap machine instead of a weapon.
We also have problems with terrain and gas. And...
Well, that's what the tread. Notice there's a broken tread.
You did have a gas problem until you had $83,000.
Yeah, but yeah. As soon as he said the guy's like, yeah, no, not many people are gonna. Actually, like Sid goes over to the tank, pops open the fuel area, like, oh yeah, that's petrol. Oh hell.
I'll say,
oh hell no.
I'll say, there's plenty of fossil Pokemon that you can turn into fuel.
Yeah, that's petrol, mate. Yeah, never mind.
Let's see. David, you can make me a charm roll to see if you can convince him to sell the tank.
Oh, I'm not that serious about it.
Yeah, me either.
Maybe some motorbikes?
I can tell you right now. I can tell you.
Setting?
Well, I don't mean like motorcycle. I'm talking about like the motorized bicycles.
Oh, you mean the one that the mother was driving on?
You know that step down from.
She had like this she had like a motorized electric. She had like an electric motorcycle.
Yeah, having quads or something like that would be good, considering all because Jay does have a point. We do keep.
You have never. I'll say whatever she was riding, you have never seen before. This tank looks like it belongs in a museum, though.
It belongs in a museum.
Okay, so you're not going after the tank, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, no. As cool as it is, Jay does bring up a good point. We have to pay fuel for it. Yeah. That's gonna be expensive as all hell.
I'll admit, I would have thought it was hilarious if you guys were in the next rocket base and then like you just threw the Pokeball and just like dropped a tank in the middle of the fucking base.
That would be hilarious. Now, I'm not saying it's not tempting. Wait, what if we make it a Torkoal powered tank?
I mean, once you buy it, you can take it to retrofit the fuel system for whatever you want.
Yeah, but Lettuce isn't that techy. Like, he can come up with the idea, but he can't actually make it.
I mean, you can. I'm saying you can drop it off somewhere. I mean, I don't think any of you guys have like a tech education skill. Yeah, technology education.
Yeah. Oh no, techie.
Yeah, you'd have to leave. You'd have to leave it at a shop.
Yeah, I have average. I have like I operate in. I've lived in the world levels of tech. I can use
I'm gonna say, you guys would have to. I'm gonna say, in order to fit this tank for like a different fuel source, you'd probably have to leave it for like 2 weeks. You'd probably have to leave for like 2 weeks and probably about $20,000. And then they could retrofit it for whatever for like you said, like a coal type source, so where like you could use Torkoal to basically give you like coal and whatnot to fuel it.
Yeah, I'd rather just either get the motorized scooters or actual Huffies or whatever.
Yeah,
okay, so
I tend to agree with that.
I'm cool with that. Part of me thinks it'd be really funny, but I'm cool with not getting it. It's also
Sid will pat the tank. Goodbye.
I'm gonna say, the old man will look. He was like, well, he was like, I'm glad that everyone had a good time. We'll see you guys next year.
If we're
No
in the
answer is a
area?
yes.
We'll see. We don't know if we're gonna be in the area or not.
Yeah, not in the area, possibly.
And they're like, haha, nonsense. We basically own Sinnoh. It was like, we'll just see where you are in a year. And if you're on our property, then you can participate.
Quickly, mark the borders of their land.
Because you see, Sonnies, you see out there, all the sun touches is basically ours.
But yes, thank you. He was like, thank you. He was like, thank you all so much. He was like, thank you all so much for participating. This has been incredibly fun for us, and we hope that it has been financially advantageous for the rest of you. And for the ones of you who walked away with absolutely nothing, and for the ones of you who can actually still walk, we bid you adieu. And we bid you adieu. And if you ever feel like doing a handful of odd jobs in order to obtain some cash, you know where to find us. We always have something for the poor to do.
500 Pokebucks. Play with my daughter for an hour.
I'll say he'll kind of look at you guys and just kind of like elbow you. He's like he'll kind of look at you guys and go elbow you. He was like, now, don't go wasting 250,000 Pokebucks the way that I did when I was your age.
How did you waste it?
He was like, I was like you. I was young, adventurous, filled with hormones. So I went out. I went out into town, into the dark, seedy areas of the largest city I could find. And I went out and I bought me I went out and I found me a woman who had the largest set of rocket launchers I ever saw in my entire life.
I thought you were saying rock type Pokemon.
Where's the narrator? We need to roll credits.
He was like, and that Sonny's is when I bought my first firearm. He was like, now back in my day, they used to call such and such. The camera will start to pan out.
Yeah.
I'm imagining that dude from the Safari Zone.
As you can see, Jay just put his hand on his forehead, like just kind of like dragging his palm down to his forehead, just stretching his face out, like.
No, at that point we all sneak away because he's monologuing.
Yep, I'll say yeah. You see Jay kind of look like and you'll just kind of see Sid kind of do the Konosuba, just like lurk and just slide off screen into the woods.
Sid is just walking down the trail.
Like you don't even see Sid's feet move. It's basically like his cell shaded image just slides off the screen. Just slides off the screen. And I'll say, and Latz is sitting here trying to be polite and just like, okay, sir, that's nice. I come from a village of polite people. Alma looking like she wants to TK him into space, but like Jay's like, no. I'll say Latz is like, no, we have to be nice to him. As Lattice is like holding Alma back from like trying to side beam the old man into shutting up. And Miranda kissing her check in the background. And with Thievel attempting to try to steal something out of Jay's pockets, but Harold slapping his palm. As the camera pans out on the giant field, the giant estate of the Silvestri family. It pans out on the giant estate of the Silvestri family before the camera kind of zooms in like a fisheye lens as Bidoof looks up at the camera and gives a wink. And that is the session. Congratulations, folks.
I wanted to find it.
Is surviving this a milestone?
I kind of figured the catch anything Pokeball and basically jumping a tax bracket was a nice prize.
It is. I'm not complaining if it's not. I was just wondering, as we've been doing this for so long, and it was a challenge. Did it count?
I guess technically, yes. I will count this as a milestone.
Yay!
That was not the plan, but I will count this.
You don't have to. I'm not trying to guilt you into it.
Oh,
I'm just asking.
I'll say I thought about it and I was like, you know what? Technically, you guys did grow as people because you've never been attacked with military grade weapons, and that's a good part. I'm saying that's a major part of growing up.
Is it?
In the Pokemon world,
it is.
probably.
I got to drive a tank. That grew my experience.
I'm like, you got to drive a tank. You got to drive a tank. I assume that none of you have ever actually fought like a genetically altered, giant Bidoof. You've never had to fight people in jetpacks. You've never had to deal with orbital bombardment.
Feels like a never have I ever. Never have I ever fought a genetically altered Bidoof. Really?
I'll say you never had to do. I assume that you never had to run around through an active battlefield and actually use med kits on people who you found along the way who were injured. Like, this is a scavenger hunt, gone horribly wrong or right, depending on how you view it. But yes.
It was certainly interesting.
I'll say, so this Bidoof did not fight. There are only two Pokemon here, Bidoof and Thievel. Good job also not getting hit by Bidoof.
Yeah, I was worried about that large Bidoof.
Yes, because this large Bidoof is level 86.
Because of course it is.
Well, it's a large Bidoof. It's the family Bidoof. Been here for a while. I'll say, remember he said he used to be a trainer back in the day? I'll say, this Bidoof was his Pokemon. So CJ, see what happens? If you never evolve your Pokemon, you just let them grow up with you. Eventually Harold will be the size. Huh?
They become ginormous?
Yes, exactly. Eventually Harold will be like this giant Bidoof.
God, I hope not.
Still cute, it's just big.
Yeah, but he can't ride on my shoulder if, he's big enough to crush me.
Yeah, but you can ride him then. You ever wanted to ride a giant bunny?
No.
Like Sinron Kagura.
Now I just imagine a giant Nomi.
Exactly, it'll be just like Sinron Kagura. I'm about to say, what was that ditzy chick with the pink hair? Summons a giant bunny. All right, let's see. So that's, I'm gonna say, Thievel's level 50. Just like that. Some quick math.
The Force is now my ally and grants me +1 evasion.
The Force is with me.
I have an effective dodge of 5.
Nice. Nice. So, yes.
Oh yes, I need to look at what I can do. I'll have to look at that later. Because I have things on my screen right now.
Oh, shit. I didn't think Pokemon were going to get XP.
You use Pokemon.
That's divided
Pokemon
among all of
fought.
them, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna say 544.
That's what I
to
thought.
split
It's been so long since we've done this, I wanted to make sure I was remembering correctly.
Yeah, I'm about to say you basically just get XP and you just divide it amongst whatever your Pokemon you have. I'm not doing the whole like your Pokemon have to be out to get XP.
Well, all of my Pokemon were out anyway.
Oh yes. Must say since Greg does not. Since Greg does not get I say since Greg does not get a does not have Pokemon. See, Greg has been doing a decent amount of stuff. Okay. Greg, do you happen to know which rank of martial training you have?
Martial training.
Are you still rank 1, rank 2?
Martial training. Skills, reaches. Martial training 2.
All right, rank 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. Feel free. You may learn 2 moves off of the rank 2 list for free.
Cool. Thank you.
You can ignore prereqs.
Cool.
War has changed you.
I didn't come back as the same man, Mama. I saw a resin skeleton come out of the ground. I saw a Bidoof the size of a plane. I saw a tank come up in the dirt. And I heard a man, and I thought I heard a man by the name of Price say something about nukes getting launched. I'm not saying.
Out of context, that does sound incredibly scary. It's like there was this crazy little Asian girl who was throwing the grenades at me. Tanks were coming up out of the dirt.
Tanks are coming out of the dirt. Some rich old white lady launched bombs and ICBMs at us.
I'm about to say, there was this guy who I was traveling with, and he fell into a hole, and I couldn't go back for him.
Me and my buddy Jay almost didn't make it. We had to go. We almost fell into a pit filled with punji sticks.
There were landmines everywhere.
Jay's off to the side like, punji sticks? There weren't any weapons besides modern weapons. You don't remember, right, Jay? You fell in a pit. I don't know, I'm just going off the rails at this moment.
They used mustard gas on us. Dude, it was just a regular poison bomb. It's mustard gas.
And there was also this little devil that kept flying around everywhere. I don't think their daughter was that terrible.
It was a demon. I don't know what they call it in Japan, but it was a demon. All right, folks. Thank you. I'm gonna say thank you for all this. This went better than I thought. I'm surprised I got to use all the shit that I actually wrote up for this. I half expected everybody to just kind of run up and like beat the shit out of everyone and just like take the stuff, and then David wouldn't have got a tank. That just sounds way scary.
No one expects the tank.
Honestly, finding the tank actually made this like go a whole lot. Made us go a whole lot more sideways than initially. It was like, oh shit, they have a tank. We've got to do something. It's supposed to be just a scavenger hunt with people just like grenade launchers, and it was like, oh shit, they got the tank. Well, they're not gonna be able to take down the tank unless we use the big guns.
Oh, well, that was certainly an end. I think that was a fitting ending to this
Yeah.
thing.
So congratulations on your crystal Pokeball. I had to think of something that it can do that I'll say that made it as good as a Master Ball. Well, put it on par with a Master Ball.
I was thinking some like GS ball kind of thing, like it has some brand new Pokemon in it, but it's sealed, so you have to go get it unlocked somewhere.
I thought about that, and then I was like, you can attempt to try to, for lack of a better term, hope or wish or put your thoughts into it to try to get a Pokemon that there's only one of. Then I have to roll a percentile to see if you get that, though. I'll say based on the rarity and availability of the Pokemon, the percentile is different. For one of a kind Pokemon. For one of a kind Pokemon, you will the instruction manual that comes with it. You have a 25% chance of getting one of a kind Pokemon. For Pokemon that there's anywhere from two to 5 of in existence, 50%. Anything else is pretty much 100%. If the roll fails, you have to wait a week to be able to use it again.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look through the book because I don't see myself going for one of a kind things necessarily, but I'll need to look through. Like, for instance, I'm not gonna try for Deoxys. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I'll say, remember, you do get one Pokemon. I'll say, this only works for one Pokemon, and that Pokemon is bound to that ball. It cannot be transferred out of it.
A clone of Olimar. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't think she would be pleased with that.
Evil Alma? Good Alma? Chaotic good Alma.
True neutral Alma.
An Alma that's affectionate.
That'd be mind blowing. all they know is shoot, what is that move? There's a move called like cute or something.
Oh, yes. I know what you're talking about.
Puppy dog eyes.
Something stare or something. I can't remember what. I know what you're talking about. It basically like lowers defense. I can't remember what it is, but it basically lowers defense. I can't remember if it either lowers defense or special defense, but yeah, it just kind of like it puts them off balance. But congratulations, and I will see you guys tomorrow.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. There you go. Later, folks.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.